Hey, Greg. What's up, man? A little bit different timing than usual, so I don't know if we'll have as large of an audience today but I guess East Coast, it's 5 p.m. I don't know if people are working still or not. Fridays are a little easier for me here, but I'll probably work tonight still. Vlad, Larry, what's up, guys? How you doing? Larry, I saw a post. You were saying you were sick or something. Two of my buddies here are sick too from their kids from school. I somehow have not gotten sick yet from my kids going back to school. I know it's coming. Just has not happened yet. I better knock on some wood. Okay, like always, I always like to give, till 5 after to get rolling, so we'll hang out here for just a second. We are full in our 3-boxer. We're full in the real autograph box as well. We got 2. We're going to try one of those 2 today. We'll just do odd, even, and figure out what box. We are going to try a 2-box Fire Factory. The last case I had here, there should be 2 more here on Monday for next week to do one, but the last case I had, we broke up to do in our mixer. So we hit Justin Jefferson. There's 3 left. We're going to do a 2-box, pick one random one. It'll be 44 instead of 40 like we do for Big Al's, but I can usually get my series a little cheaper than any third-party product, so, which is weird. I mean, it's not weird. I know they got to make their money somehow. Anyway, so we're going to try that live fill. I don't know if we'll have enough here to do it. I'm hoping we will. We probably will, but if we don't, no big deal. We'll keep those 3 for a different day. When's the next big? Wow, I can't read. When's the next Big Al starting? So you can see I got some of the boxes still left here. I'm about 110 boxed up, probably 80 something left to go. I'm going to keep doing some today, tomorrow, and Sunday. I should have it ready for our next stream. I just don't know if the next stream is Monday or Tuesdays, depending on the Packer game. So I got to decide today what the schedule's going to look like. But our next regular stream night, we should have Series 36 ready to go, John, to answer that question. If anyone's selling Ellie, I will buy. Mark, he was a solo, and Jonathan got him. Jonathan S. I doubt he's going to sell after claiming him as a solo. So he wasn't randomed. He made it into the 4 leftovers. I know we had an offer to buy JSN for, like, Bill, if you're here, if you want to sell. I know you usually hold on, but Scott was asking. There was another one too, but I can't remember. Hold on, let me look. We'll start with our jerseys. Let me just look at this last. Looks like Jonathan has Max Crosby and Brock Bowers up for sale on the 3-block, 15 each. And then there is Jason's trying to trade for hockey. He has Chris Webber and Mike Evans, but I don't know if he'll be here live. If he is, he can respond. Woodson and McGrady were for sale, but they both got sold. I'll buy Fox and or Revis. Fox was Bill S. as well. Revis was Richard S. So if you guys are here and you want to sell, let them know. Buy Crosby, buy Bowers. Okay, so Crosby went to Brett. I'm going to get a different color for you guys. Brett, you're green. And then Bowers was Greg. Dustin, just a second behind on Crosby. Scratch that. It's your good internet, right? Gotcha. Okay, I'm going to read through these. We're going to get rolling. Brian W. If Matthews is for sale, I'll buy. Hughes for sale if Elliott is here. Elliott, do you want to sell Quinn Hughes? And Brian W., do you want to sell Matthews? Let those 2 know, Nick and John. Those will be $15 solos if you buy or sell. Brian says, sure. Okay. So that was which one? Matthew's going to John. I'm going to do purple, pink, whatever color that is. And then Elliot, if you're here, he may not be here. If you want to sell Quinn Hughes, Nick's in the market for it. Okay, let's read these off. Again, no Fire Factory case break, so we're going to do jerseys first, then one of these two, and then we'll probably do a 2-box or pick one random one, and then we'll have one left over to use for a different day. Greg, you've got Burrow, McGuire, Forsberg, Larry, Chelios, Paul, and Jacobs. I already found the people that got discounts for once. Jonathan R., you had Hogan, you sold Crosby to Brett, and Bowers to Greg. Greg, you have Nix, Carter, Tomlinson. That's one of the $3 off spots. You had Mayfield, Jefferson, and Caruso, Larry V, Odunze, Torres, and Malone. Jake, you had Acuna, Johnson, and Neymar Jr., Daryl, Burre, Darlene, and Dantley. He said, what's an Adrian Dantley? That made me laugh while I was driving. Daryl, Caulfield, Bagwell, and Newton, Jonathan S., Ewing, Trevor Lawrence, and you sold Champ Bailey to Greg. Oh, I don't need to make a new color for you, do I, Greg? So Greg is just going to have 2 yellows. Bill S., Griffey, JSN, and Vasilevsky, Love, Bettis, and Fox. Brian W. had Huberdeau, Castle, and Rice. Brian, you had Stamkos, Coffee, and Matthews. That was the one that gave you the discount. Matthews sold to John. Jason, Will Smith, Chris Webber, Mike Evans. Nate, you had O'Neill, Guerrero Jr., and Adebayo. Richard, you had Green, Rivas, and Boggs. Brett, Kaprizov, Seguin, and Hull. You didn't have all hockey, so you didn't get the credit. You traded Lawrence, but you got Hull. Now it's an all hockey. Zach, Jokic, you sold Woodson and McGrady to Craig. Elliot, you had Magic, Vince Carter, and Quinn Hughes. Ellie was a solo going to Jonathan S., Hideki to Dave, Jim Kelly to Greg, and Sorokin to Brian. Let's roll. 3-box are up first, real autograph next, and then we'll try 2-box Fire Factory. I don't have a guessing game for you guys today. I know it's sad. We're not doing a case break, so there's not really much I can think of out of the top of my head. So we'll bring that back. We usually do a guess at least every night, but today is different. Friday break. Oh well. You can guess for fun. Try to figure out. Let's do this. This is a harder guess, but I'm going to make it worth more money. Here we go. I just thought of a perfect one. I'm going to try 2, but I'm going to wait until we open it. Let's try that. Someone's going to get it. Let's try. You probably won't. That's hard. There's 3 items in these real autograph boxes. You got to tell me all 3 teams, and you can't get any wrong. You have to get all 3 right. If you do, you get $100 Big Out credit. Let's make it fun. Let's do 1 guess. Got to have some kind of guess. No, Arizona, Atlanta, Baltimore is not my guess. I just tried to do that to not skew anyone to guess for certain things. Let's try that for a guessing game. Okay, let's do our that's coming up next. Only got a little bit. Let's do our licensures. Appreciate you guys joining and getting these filled for today. That was kind of the goal because tomorrow is a crazy day for me, so this really helps out. I really appreciate it. This is one where if multiple of you guys get it right, it's probably hard to have the same 3 guesses, but if you do, we're going to split it. Not giving away 2 stacks on this one. Dallas, Cincy, Arizona, Minnesota, Cincy, Jets, Denver, Miami, Green Bay. You like them? Okay. Let's take this up. We have an impossible time getting the 2 right from Fire Factory. Watch one of you get this right. Boom. Okay, 3 numbers. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to bring this up here and get rid of that last ball that's sitting in the chamber. Okay, here's our numbers. First one's 52, 5-2. Do we have Ray Lewis in the series? I think he already hit, but I can't ever remember. Just the first 52 that comes to mind. I should be saying Rashawn Gary. Al. 102, 102. 52, 102. Last number is 88. First 88 that came to mind was Demaryius Thomas. I probably should have been thinking CD or Michael Irvin, but it's the first thought that comes in your head is what I say usually. I like the guesses. What's the most common denominator team in there? A lot of Green Bays, a lot of Denvers, a lot of Miamis. If one of those teams doesn't show up, that's going to eliminate everyone. Okay. I'm trying to think of who I want to put. I should probably do it after I grab these boxes, but I want to get it right. I want to prove that I'll guess I'll get 0 out of 3 right, but I'm going to try. Okay, hold on. Let me grab those. They were 52, 102, and 88. 52, 102, 88. He has the Ellie. You're calling your demise, or you're just rooting for Jonathan? Jonathan S. Okay. Every once in a while, I'll like pay attention to whether I grab these off the bottom of the stack or the top of the stack. I did not pay attention last week to the top of the stack. Remember, we pulled maybe it was this week, pulled the jersey that only been in for one day. My Draymond tonight running his mouth. It's probably me. Are you going to a game, Dustin? Box sounded light, so basketball jerseys in there. You think so? Do they sound light? Or maybe I've got the physique to make them look light. Head to the Nuggets game. That's cool, Dustin. Enjoy that, man. Denver, Golden State. You like driving down? Is it in Denver? How far of a drive is that for you? Yeah, it's in Denver tonight at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock here, which will be the Nuggets time too. That's cool, man. Enjoy it. That'll be a fun. That's 2 fun teams to see. Steph better not be sitting out 6 hours. That's about what it is for me too. Probably. Actually, mine's probably like 8. 6 hours for me to Vegas, but that's cool, man. Enjoy it. Pro games are fun to attend, no matter the sport. I still need to go to an MLB game. I've never been to an MLB game. Okay, I got these in reverse order, so let's do it this way. Box 52. I always do this. I stand up because I do for full size. I don't need to for jerseys. Make sure. Sorry. 52, 102, and 88. Check. MLB is great if you need to cure insomnia. Everyone always tells me, "Oh, you've never been to a baseball game. It's not fun to watch on TV, but it's fun to watch in person." I need to like at least give it a try. You know, I'm trying to be better at baseball. I enjoyed watching the World Series, but a lot of those games were really fun. I need to get better. I need to be well-rounded and not just be 2 sports for the majority of my life. Now I added a third. I need to add a fourth. Is it true? I like going to like my son's games, and I like going to the Bees games, which is the division or whatever they call it, AAA. Okay, here we go. Box 1. 3, 2, 1. Black bag. Don't know who it is. Usually gets rid of 1 sport though, and it's a black bag. I can't see through. Maybe a darker jersey. Here we go. Good luck. I'm looking at it at an angle. Still can't tell. Oh, now I know. That's a great hit. Pretty sure that was claimed. We've got Mean Joe Green. Mean Joe Green, love this jersey. Hall of Fame 87. I feel like there's been a few big names that were Hall of Fame 87. Who was the other guy we just read the other day that was 87? Was it Bradshaw? No. Someone we opened up on Wednesday, I'm pretty sure was Hall of Fame 87. Mitchell and Ness here, this should be a legacy. It is 1976. Nice hit. And that was claimed by Richard. Richard, you've been after Green for more than a few times. He's hitting for you here. Felt heavy, and I thought it was football once I saw the black bag. But I couldn't see in there. I thought maybe, because isn't there another 52? Isn't there a Lawrence Taylor? Thought maybe we were hitting a jersey number bonus there. I said Ray Lewis, but then I thought about it. No jersey number bonus. Richard, nice hit. Mean Joe Green. Big jersey there. Almost felt as heavy as hockey, or basically did. Okay, next up. I'll stay standing. What the heck? 88. The Demaryius Thomas box, or Des Bryant, or CeeDee Lamb, or whatever you want to call for 88. That box has been used a few too many times. Okay, here we go. Oh, I know who that is. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. The smallest percentage grouping is the other grouping, which right now we have what? Wrestling and soccer, and is losing a player. This autograph on this is very nice. This is a great jersey. Not a lot of love in this room. Soccer's not a big thing to talk about, but this is a nice jersey. That's PSG, Paris Saint-Germain, however the heck you say it. Back at certified, that is Neymar Jr., the Brazilian. Beautiful hit there. Who had Neymar? Neymar was a random. Just like, I guess joking was not a random, it was a claim. Going to Jake. Never been so glad to be wrong. Yeah, you thought it was going to be Ellie, the 44 times 2. And it ended up being number 10. Which in soccer, 10 and 9, I think, are the best numbers you can have. You usually give those to the big boys. Neymar Jr., great hit. PSG Nike up top there. One of the more popular teams as well in club soccer. I just saw it. Engineered Nike. Beautiful. Going to Jake. It might be for trade. I don't think Jake does soccer, but I don't know. I don't know if this is Jake's or Mark's hit. It might be Mark's hit because I think Jake claims Acuna for Mark. He's probably waiting for another Atlanta guy to be put in. I almost put in Schmaltz, but I didn't. Not yet. I put in the other. Who did I put in for baseball? Just barely. Oh, I don't think I put in baseball. That's why. Jake, nice hit. Neymar Jr. Beautiful. Okay, final box. So not the Mark that's here. It is a Mark M, but a different Mark M. Jake sometimes claims for his buddy Mark. I don't know if this is Jake's claim or Mark's claim. If he's here, he'll let you know. 102. So I'll let you know, Vlad. If it ends up going up for trade, I'll let you know. I'll send you a message. Okay. I know who that is. Okay, 102. I think we only have one from this team at least. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I can see the numbers there. I feel like this one's been in for longer than it should have, but then again, there's probably 10 older than him. That is Cap. That's correct. Kirill the Thrill, Kirill Kaprizov. He's been chased, abandoned, and chased again, and now he finally hit him. I want to say that Brett came and snagged him. He did. Brett, nice hit. Outside of, I mean, Utah is a newer team, but outside of my guys from Utah, Kaprizov is top chaser for me. I love Kaprizov. I love Draisaitl. AJ Sportswood on this one. This is the Fanatics breakaway. Let's open this up. Yeah, Vlad, I'll let you know. I'll see what Jake says. I never know with some of you guys. You know, I always like assume, oh, they may not want that. And like, no, I'm keeping that for sure. Or he wants it. No, I don't. You can trade it. Hard to tell. I actually have another Kaprizov Adidas, I think, unless it was part of the one that was still sitting in the underworld or wherever after I refused the package. But I think I have another Kaprizov. We'll see him down the road. Nice classic Wild jersey here. Kirill the Thrill. New contract and all this offseason. Okay, so do we hit 3 different sports? We did. It helps when you hit a soccer player. Soccer, football, and hockey. That was actually a great break. Joe Green, Neymar Jr., and Kaprizov. Great for those that hit. Sorry those that didn't. As far as names go, that's pretty fun one there. Okay. All right. Since I decided to make guesses, this is your last chance. If you can guess all 3 teams that come out of this next box, we're going to have 3 items in there, a mini, a jersey, and a full size. You can get 100 buckaroos from me as credit. The only caveat is you have to spend it with me. But it's free, I guess. Okay, let's read these off. I don't think I had any trade talks for this one. Also, for those that are hanging out, reminder, we are going to try a 2-box pick one random one for Fire Factory. We'll random which of the 2 we do. It'll be $44, a little bit more expensive than mine by, what, $4, $2 per helmet. We'll try that. See if we can get more than 1 full size today since we're used to doing like 6 on the weekend. In this one, Greg, I've got you with Dallas, San Fran, Philly, Atlanta, New Orleans, Jacksonville. Jonathan, you have Tampa, New York Jets, Denver, and Carolina. Larry, you have Kansas City, Miami, Cincy, and Chicago. Nick, you had New England, Cleveland. Nate, Green Bay, and the Giants. Bill, you have Detroit, Seattle, Buffalo, Washington. Brian, you have the Chargers, Tennessee, Baltimore, and the Rams. Nick G, Pittsburgh, and Vegas. John L, you had Minnesota and Arizona. And then Greg, you close us with Indy and Houston. We're going to give these a try. From what I've seen, they're as far as names and product, they're above Hit Parade, they're above Gold Rush, they're above Schwartz. They're a little more expensive, obviously, but I don't think we'll get any bummer names. I shouldn't say that right before we open it, but I've seen huge names come out of these. These guys have a chaser where there's always a Mahomes or a Brady and everything, so that's kind of fun. A lot of current stars too, so just a fun product should be. They also gave us box 1 and box 8. You know my theory is box 1, so hopefully we can nod to get box 1 opened here. If not, we'll know we'll have it for next time. Okay, let's roll dice. I just said even odd, so top is 1, bottom is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Top odd, bottom even. Did I go behind the boxes? Great. Okay, that is a 2. So after I said I wanted to open box 1, it's going to have to wait. It's all right. Box 8 will have something beautiful in it for us. So we're getting our even box, which is bottom. We'll save the odd box for next time. Let's put it here. Okay, well, let's get it rolling. Again, if you get all 3 teams right. My turn to guess. Oh, man. Yeah, so the live fill will be a 2-box Fire Factory for $44. We're going to try that. There's no Big Al's isn't ready yet, so I can't do that, but we happen to open up a case that has 3 left. So a 2-box, $44. Pick one random one from Fire Factory. We'll try that next after this. Here's my 3 guesses. Oh, man. I don't know why, but I'm feeling Cincy. Cincy, Tampa Bay. Ugh. I'm going to be a Gomer here and say Green Bay. Let's go for my team. Cincy, Tampa Bay, Green Bay. It's never going to happen, but Cincy, Tampa, Green Bay. Show me the money. This is box 8 from a $100 series. There is like a ticket system, so if we happen to pull the ticket, we win their chaser item, which I'm assuming is a big name item. If that's the case, everyone from this specific break would be random to win it once we receive it. I don't know why I'm talking like we have a chance of that. I'm hoping we do, but let's do a double cut here. Just so you know. So there's probably, what, 15 teams that I could pull from the very first item that would eliminate every single one of us. I made it harder. You have to get all 3 right. Okay, I think these things have labels on the bottoms. I don't know if they have it on the top. I'm going to try to do it quick so you don't see it. Usually there's a jersey on the top or the bottom on these kinds of things. I'll do that first. The full size should be covered with the mini inside. We'll give birth to the mini and do the mini second, and then we'll do the full size last if I can do it the way I want to. I'm going to turn it this way just in case. No label on top, probably just on the bottom. So you can see here, just break it, tissue around it. I'm still going to do it backwards. I don't know why they include one single thing of tissue. I'm going to do it sideways, guys. If there's a ticket, I want you to see it. Okay. Here is our jersey. 3, there's a label here. 3, 2, 1. I can't tell who that is to that. That's where these black bags come from, by the way, guys. It's from this product. It's a lot of people on other sites that do these. I don't like the price point that they're at, so I don't do them very often. Here we go. First item is, it's one of 2 teams with that color scheme. You know, I was unsure if this would be licensed or not. It sure looks like licensed unless it's a custom that's made to look like a license. It's kind of giving off both of those features right now. 2025 number 10 pick. I know who that is. Did anybody guess that team? Probably a few of you are still alive. That is Colston Loveland, rookie tight end. Just scored the game winner the other day, didn't he? I don't know if that was overtime or not. Who had Chicago? Chicago was not claimed. That's going to Larry A. Colston Loveland. So this is a custom made to look like an authentic. I thought they were all authentics. If it's going to be, I thought they were all customs. If it's going to be a custom to look a little nicer, fine by me. Got an inscription on this too. You pick Bears, you're alive. You might be the only one. Chicago, you got tags down there and stuff, but it's a little bit different than the normal Nikes. Still great jersey though. I thought we were getting all customs. Colston Loveland, current rookie tight end for the Bears. I think we'll see less like Hall of Famers from this. I mean, I shouldn't say that, but I think that's where these go. Yeah, Chicago was Larry. Says Nike, that's a custom. It does say Nike. You can just kind of tell. I mean, it's got the correct stickers and everything. It might be one that I'm just unfamiliar with. But usually the numbers are a dead giveaway for me when they're that small. I think it might be a China Nike. But I don't know. We could run with it, say it's an authentic. Just feels it's a little thinner too. I'm pretty sure this is a China Nike. Okay, let's do this. I'm not going to look at the bottom. I don't want to know who's on there. I think they usually put like a little thing on the bottom that tells us everything. They would do it on the back. Ugh. Let me see if I can like shimmy this around to the front so we can do it the right way. I believe in me. I believe in myself. I'm going to do it like this. I don't even want to see it either. You and Brett still alive? Is that it? Everyone else knocked out? There we go. Okay, let's get the mini out by giving birth down here. Trying to hide it behind the backside too, so we can do a little reveal here. There it is. It's out. It's behind. Okay, mini. 3, 2, 1. I was trying to block the name. We got a Jaguars Classic Speed Mini. I saw the first name, but that doesn't help me. Could be one of two guys. 3, 2, 1. They have it labeled wrong, which I'm not mad about. We lost. Yeah, that doesn't help getting Chicago and Jacksonville. Chicago's not a bad guess. Jacksonville's not a bad guess either, but they have this labeled as the wrong player. It said Travis Etienne. I would prefer to get Fred Taylor, which this is Fred Taylor. Fred Taylor mini for the Jaguars. Nice classic speed PIA and JSA on this one. Fred Taylor. That's actually nice to see Fred. A lot of other people don't include him. They don't put him in third-party stuff. As you can see, they've got it labeled as a Travis Etienne signed mini. They need to hire me for stuff like this, huh? Jacksonville. Who had the Jaguars? That was Greg. On your random for Philadelphia, Greg. Nice hit. We lost. I thought about making it 2 out of 3, but I thought for sure people would get 2 out of 3. But even right now, only 2 of you have a chance for 2 out of 3, right? Okay, here we go. Let's see what we got for the full size. 3, 2, 1. Rams Classic. Rams Classic Speed. I got a guess on this one based on the first 2 hits. I'm hoping at least. Who had the Rams? Rams. All 3 were random teams. That is Brian W. hitting on your Baltimore claim. You're saying Kyron? I'm willing it to be Puka. I want it to be Puka. But I could see it being Kyron too. Usually when I watch these, there's one name that kind of carries. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. Or Nick, you can just be absolutely correct on everything. Good grief. I thought for sure maybe Puka on that one. Rams House, Kyron Williams, number 23. That's a cool inscription, at least. Number, hashtag Rams House, not number. Not a bad 3 box. I was hoping for a big name in there. Hopefully our next one has one. Colston Loveland, Kyron Williams, Fred Taylor. 2 current, 1 retired. Congrats. That's Brian, Larry, and Greg. Congrats, you guys. Hold on. I don't have anything typed up, so I messed that up. Give me a second while I type this, guys. It's the number one thing that's a problem, so hold on. I'm going to type with one hand now since I showed this one. Okay, we're going to try a Fire Factory live fill. There it is. See where we go on this one. Okay. Top chat, live chat. Congrats, you guys. Haven't seen Karen in a little bit. Colston Loveland and Fred Taylor. Big head Fred. No, it's not really big head Fred, but you get the point. Okay, let's go here. Let's do this. Okay. Top chat, live chat. Let's see where we're at. We're probably close-ish. First claim I see is Nick with Tampa Bay. Jonathan's Indy is just a little above. Nick, Tampa Bay with a random. Zach, Minnesota. 3 is Greg with Green Bay. Oh, geez. 4 is John with New England. Just got off work. What jerseys hit? You want me to tell you the 3? Or do you want to rewind and watch? You asked me, so I'm sure you want me to tell you, but just in case. If you want to rewind and watch, you can, or I can just tell you the 3 that hit. 5 is... I'm getting there. I'm going slow. Jonathan R. 6, yeah, this is a bad time for 3 o'clock's rough on a Friday, so I'm sorry, guys. 5. First jersey was Joe Green. Second jersey was Neymar Jr. And third jersey was Kirill the Thrill, which was your claim, Brett. Hitting the nice Kaprizov that I feel like has been in the series for 6 months. Maybe it hasn't, but it feels like it. Some great hits on the jerseys there. Neymar, Joe Green, and Kirill Kaprizov. 5 was Philadelphia. I'm getting there. 6 was Denver for Dustin. Whoops. What always something about the typing of your name, Dustin, I spell wrong every time. Brian just behind on Denver. Greg just behind on Denver. Nick, I got you with Chicago. Tampa Bay is also gone, Greg. Sorry, Washington is there for number 8 for David. Number 9 is San Francisco for Brett. I was saying when you hit the Kaprizov that he's probably my favorite non-Utah guy to go after, him and Draisaitl. San Francisco's 9. John's got a random up, so that's the second random. Number 10 is Detroit for Greg. We'll probably close, but let's make sure. 11 is Dallas for Brian. 12 is Baltimore for Jonathan. 13 is Buffalo for Nick. 14 is the Rams for Greg. 15 is the Chargers for Brian. 16 is Cincy. Oops, wrong line. 16 is Cincy for Zach. Okay, that does close us. Besides the randoms. Anyone buy a random that I missed? Random up. Okay, we have 2 randoms available, guys. They're 22 apiece. You'll get whatever teams get assigned to the first and fourth spots. Other than that, we are full. But I'll wait a second to get those claimed up. This is a fun one to get a random on, too. Two randoms available, $22 a piece. Nick and John have 1 each. And then we'll get rolling with some randoms here. This is the last fill of the day. You know what else I forgot to do is have my kids guess, but it would have only been three chances, so that doesn't really help. I'll just start back up next week with it. Greg will buy a random. Greg's buying Nick's. Okay. 1 more left. If anybody's interested, I'll get rolling in like 30 seconds here. I just wanted to give time just in case. John's got 1 more at 22, and then we're full. I'll wait another 30 seconds here. Zach, you'll take the other? Okay. Okay, we're full. Let's get some randoms going, guys. Good luck to everyone. Let's see if we get something fun from these. Feels weird pulling a mini helmet, man. I'm probably going to substitute one of our starters on a Monday or Wednesday for some mini helmets here soon. We just haven't done them in a while, and I kind of put them on the back burner, which is stupid. I like them. Not as much as full size, but I like them. 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm not being very inclusive. Some people mostly PC minis over full size. I'm the other way around. I only probably have 10 minis in my collection. Maybe even less. 7. A lot more than that in full sizes. Carolina through the Jets. Or we can just say a couple more. Don't ask my wife. Nick, I've got you with Tampa. Your random was Carolina. That went to Greg. Zach, you have Minnesota, Cleveland. Greg, you have Green Bay, Houston. John, New England. And Zach, you bought India as a random. Jonathan R., Philadelphia, Seattle. Dustin, Denver, and Pittsburgh. Nick G., Chicago, Arizona. David L., Washington and the Giants. Brett G., San Francisco, Atlanta. Greg, you have Detroit and Tennessee. Brian, Dallas and Las Vegas. Jonathan R., Baltimore and Jacksonville. Nick, Buffalo, and that's Nick G., Buffalo and Kansas City. Greg, you have the Rams and Miami. Brian W., Chargers and New Orleans. Zach, Cincy, and the Jets. We are full. Appreciate you guys. Usually I'm used to saying starters will drop later, but they won't until tomorrow. And then we'll figure out a schedule for whether it's Monday or Tuesday. I don't know if I want to not do it on Monday and then watch the Packers get blown out, or potentially watch us beat them and be happy about it, or if I just have it up on the side while we're streaming on Monday. One of the two, we'll figure it out. Hard for me to change the schedule, so it might just be Monday. Let's figure out box numbers. This goes with the Chiron. There's no box for it. I get people that ship helmets to me and these all the time. Hey, look at that. Chiron Williams, inscribed speed. Travis Etienne, wrong. Should I say, hey, you guys owe us a free mini because you put the wrong thing on it? It's Fred Taylor. I'm not going crazy, right? This is Fred. I'm not having a brain fart. That is Fred Taylor. True and true, right? That is not Travis Etienne. And then Colston Loveland signed Bears alt orange Nike game inscribed jerseys. So they got to label it as a Nike. Maybe I'm going crazy. Maybe it's a different style Nike that I'm not used to buying. But they shipped to me in these guys. And you can tell they're pretty dang flimsy. Nah, it's Trevor Lawrence. Definitely Fred Taylor. It's Fred, right? I'm starting to question myself, but I shouldn't. I know a Fred when I see one. He's one of my favorite players. It's Trevor Lawrence. No, you'd be surprised. These guys do a ton. Where's the number? There it is. 2 here. These guys do a ton of stuff, and like I said, I've watched their product. It's great stuff. I don't want to say we got a lower end box, but we might have. But those are great hits. 2 current, one's Fred. But I've seen some pretty fun boxes from them, so we'll try this next one and see how it goes. 2, 3, and 4. So we open box 1. We have 2, 3, and 4 left. Let's get 2 of those numbers. I'll roll till I get 2, so it may be a little bit with my rolling experience. 4. Look at that. Boom. First roll counts. So we need a 2 or a 3 now. Oh! 2. Show me the money. Best roller ever. 4. There's 2, and there's 4. So 3 will be our last one left. Or whenever we decide to do a little fun solo box here. Okay, all. Thanks for joining. Good luck. Our only live fill of the day. I'll get back to boxing some helmets up tonight, tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have it ready for Monday. We should. I also need to see which helmets are missing, like in transit or whatever. People have been slow at shipping to me lately. Box 2 up first. There's our little 2 sticker I put on the other day too. There's the bottom of the box for those that like to see that. There we go. No label on the box. Thank you. 3, 2, 1. We've got a throwback and one of the better ones. I mean, who am I kidding? I like every throwback, but this one just looks clean. Nothing fancy. Nice red stripe down the middle. Old-time Giants logo with the white underneath it. Like the little Giants, show Giants, you know. Both earpieces in there. Who had New York? New York was David. David L. You had Washington as a claim, Giants as a random. Sims? You can see that. For some reason, I'm thinking Lawrence Taylor on this. Like I was trying to break with a jersey. That's what I'm thinking. But let's take a look. 3, 2, 1. Or I could be completely wrong. This would have been a random. This would have been a random on a regular case. So sorry, everyone that likes to try to get the randoms. That's the rookie. This is actually a great hit. I'm pretty sure that's Abdul Carter. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's Abdul Carter, who's playing pretty great for the Giants. Do you concur? I concur. Great hit. Nice hit, David. It was screaming LT to me, Brett, but I was wrong. I think I know it all, and I don't. I'm usually wrong. Abdul Carter, rookie. Defensive lineman? Or is he a linebacker? What do they have him listed as? Linebacker that plays with his hands in the dirt? Linebacker. Okay. Kind of looks like Micah Parsons when he's on the field. His pitcher. Ooh. Abdul's card signature is the @ sign, is it? Because he does it on the smaller. I don't like it how sometimes they differ from cards to the helmets. But it makes sense. I mean, there's a little. There's no @ sign, but just for good measure, I'm pretty positive that's Abdul Carter, but let's just look it up. Some guys will sign the same way on a card and helmet. Sometimes they lengthen it or shorten it. It is Abdul Carter, signed June 23rd of this year. No, it's not. I know Malik's signature. That is Abdul Carter. Just a little different on the helmet. I think if you looked up his helmets, like on eBay, everywhere else, let me look here. I think he just does a different signature for cards, or he's changed the signature. Yeah, all his. Why are those all Penn State, man? There's a full size. It looks just like this one. I don't know why they change it up from cards to whatever. I'm not a fan of that, but they do. Okay, congrats. Nice hit, Dave. The @ seems like a cop-out. There's a few guys that do that, and I don't know why they do. I mean, if you get used to how they do it on different stuff, it doesn't really matter. You know who it is, but I mean, there's a whole page dedicated to the way that Tom Brady signed 25 years ago to 20 years ago to 15 years ago to now. They spot all the fakes, all the differences. Some of these guys just change their signature over time. I'm trying to think of someone else that's changed it. Who would I always talk about that had a short signature and then a lengthened signature, and the lengthened one? Oh, Jalen Hurts is a pretty good example. Jalen Hurts changed his signature too. I don't know why he did, but he did. They got help signing sticker sheets. Don't trust cards. I tend to trust memorabilia over cards too, but I think they just, when they're signing so many sticker sheets and it's smaller, they can't fit their full signature. They just do a short version sometimes. See it with plenty of guys. Okay, watch 2. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Is this not really strange, or has this just always been a possibility? Which the funny part is I was going to message Zach after. I even said at the start, this is the same case. That's a first. That's what I'm saying. I said it at the start. I said Jefferson hit from this case, and then I noticed while I was reading randoms that Zach claimed Minnesota. I was going to message him later and say, don't pay 22, don't pay the half, but didn't matter. Same style helmet too. This is most definitely this. I only had one case, guys. I opened one box. These were the last 3. It is most definitely the same case. I'm going to send him an email. I mean, you can't be mad about it because the whole idea is that you always want a chance. That's why I like doing player breaks on these, just in case, because you can do whatever players you want. But that's our second Viking from this case. The first was Justin Jefferson. I don't know if Zach was blissfully unaware or if he was hopeful. One of the two, whatever it was, it worked out. We've got Aaron Jones. I was on mute. Whoopsies. You're good. I thought maybe you joined after and didn't hear me say it, and then I didn't catch it. I would have said, hey, just so you know they hit, but you're welcome to claim them because the idea is that they should always be available. But that's crazy. I think that's our first time. Nick just said it was. I would have to agree. I don't know that we've hit a double Minnesota, but have you noticed also in Racky last double case we had 2 teams double up, so that's a little more realistic when there's 12 helmets. You know. Anyways, 2 Vikings in the same case. Maybe the last helmet's another giant. I'll have to ask them if they have like a policy on that, like if they try to do 4 players, 4 different teams, or if they just don't care. But if we haven't done it in 50 cases, however many, it seems like maybe wasn't supposed to happen. I don't know. Either way, Zach, I'm not going to message you and tell you not to pay the other 22 because it didn't matter on this one. They hit anyways. Zach hitting Aaron Jones on the same style, and then Dave hitting Abdul Carter. That's true. One was college for Cleveland. That is very true. So we counted that as a Cleveland. But the other one, there was 2 actual Vikings, right? The same team. It was the Vikings and Racky, I think. I want to say it was J.J. McCarthy and I can't remember who the other one was, but I'm pretty sure there was 2 bikes. Nice, Zach. Congrats. Those are fun helmets. Aaron Jones, Abdul Carter. We hit Kyron Williams, Fred Taylor, and Colston Loveland. And then our jerseys today were Joe Green, Neymar Jr., and Kirill Kaprizov. Fun stuff. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Congrats to those that hit. Sorry to those that didn't. Hopefully your luck's better next time. We'll drop starters tomorrow at some point. Hopefully you guys have a good weekend. We'll see if we're doing a dollar break or what we're doing for our stream on Monday or Tuesday. I'll let you know, but I need to get some stuff done first. Keep working on the series and see how far I get. All right, guys. Have a great weekend.